Hi! Today, to accompany my blog post, I wanted to share about Find My Friends, a piece of technology that I use basically every single day. And I've heard some people have varying responses to it. So, just to show what this is, Find My Friends is an app offered by Apple products where you can share your location, the location of your phone, with people, and you have the option to share either for an hour until the end of the day or indefinitely. So let me get this up here to show. So here's my little map, and you can kind of see, I know my camera quality on this computer is not great, so I do apologize for that. But you can see I have dots for various people. I live in Southeast Michigan, so most of my dots are concentrated there. But if I zoom out to the country as a whole, I can see here my sister lives on the East Coast, and then I used to live in Oregon, so I can see my Oregon friends, and I went to school in Colorado, so I have a couple dots out in Colorado as well. Um, I love Find My Friends. I think it's a really, really great feature, but I know there are some critiques of it, and one of those is that it seems creepy to people, and that it sort of creates this feeling of like, why do you need to be constantly surveilled? And I personally think that if we're going to be constantly surveilled anyway, which the vast majority of our technology is already doing that, we might as well know where the people we love are, right? Um, and then from a convenience and a logistical standpoint, for me at least, it's been great for sharing with my roommates so I can see, oh, are you still at the store? Can I ask you to pick up a grocery item that I need? Or, oh, are you running late for plans that we had? That means I have 15 more minutes to clean or do whatever I need to get done that day. Um, it's also been great for my family. There have been times when my parents didn't know where my sister was when she was in high school. So I was able to look at her location and say, yeah, she's safe. She's at her friend's house. Or recently, my brother had to go to the ER, and I was able to look at where my parents and my brother were and say, okay, so this is kind of what's going on. And I didn't have to text them and bug them about it because they already had a lot on their plate that they were handling. So I was able to see where they were and have sort of some information about the situation without adding anything additional to their plate for communication. I do understand that with an app like this, um, not everyone wants to share their information in that way, but for me personally, it's been huge. And I think that it really makes me feel connected to people because, like I shared when I was showing my little dots, um, I've lived in three very different parts of the country. I grew up in the Midwest and I live there now. I live in Southeast Michigan. I went to undergrad in Colorado, and then I also lived in Portland, Oregon for about 3 years after undergrad. So I have a lot of people that are sort of scattered all over. And it's hard to keep up with people, even if you care about them and want to stay in touch with them. So sometimes it is nice to like look at the little dot and say, oh, my old roommate is out getting drinks right now. Like, that's so sweet. But I probably won't call her right now. Or to be able to check like, hey, would this person be free for a chat right now? And instead of bugging them, you can just cut out that middleman, and you can see like, oh, okay, they're at home, they're probably just like chilling, so I can reach out to them versus they're at work or they're out, so I'm not gonna see what they're up to right now, I'm not gonna call them. Or like, it's kind of nice to see the fun little things that people are getting up to. You can see if someone's at a sports game or a concert, and you can say, oh, that's so fun, I hope they're having a great time. So for me personally, I think Find My Friends is a great asset. It makes me feel really connected to people in ways that I don't think I would if I didn't have it. And it also just helps with a lot of logistical issues, especially for trying to plan with many, many people. Um, and I know that there are some folks who are pretty against the idea of location sharing, and I totally understand why. But I think for me, the pros definitely outweigh the cons. And that was what I wanted to share today and talk about to supplement my blog post. So thank you.